Okay, in the previous example, we already created the calculator, the I calculate. We then person, and now in this video, I want to do union employee. Okay, so let's go over a scenario. In person, let's say I had all of this calculations in there, and right now we only have a simple calculation of determining the weekly salary. Now, what if we needed to update that with union employee, but union employees are entitled to overtime, okay? So that's anything after 40 hours. So let's say we wanted to do that, okay? I don't want to affect person, because let's say person is working, it's the base code, it works well, okay? And of course, we don't want this to have too many lines of code. So let's imagine that this had 1,000 lines of code. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to extend person with a union employee and just make it more or do whatever it needs to do. It'll take advantage of whatever person has, and of course it'll extend it, hence the term inheritance. So let's go back to Eclipse. I'll double click here and let me close everything. So we start from scratch here. Right click here, say new class, and I'll add union employee. This will extend or browse as inheritance person. Click on OK, then click on finish. And notice the only thing that you get here is that you have union employee extends person. Now this is powerful because if you go back to our driver person here, and if I say now, let me see here, union employee is equal to new union employee. Notice when I did control space, what it did for me is it added this import of union employee. So as I'm typing, I'm doing control space, or you'll have to type your package name out manually, okay? So that's my union employee. So what I'm going to do here on this line, I'm going to say, let's add, I'll create a map, another map, call this map U, and I'll say here union get weekly salary, and notice I'm getting the get weekly salary, and if I move my mouse over it, notice what it says. This will return a map that's a string float, but this is where this method comes from. It comes from the parent of union, because of inheritance. I'll say get weekly salary. I'll type in hourly wage here, and I'll print out map U also. Map U. Save it. Let's run this Java application, and notice for map, which represents the results from person, I get 390. The one also from the union employee, I get 390. So even though I have no code necessarily here, I have access to all the code above me that is public or protected. So I have access to person. If I do Control T here, I want you to notice that it says here, union employee, my parent is person, and my grandparent is object. So union employee has a is-a relationship with person. Union employee also has a is-a relationship with object. So that's the is-a relationship. Okay. So our next goal is to actually physically extend union employee to implement overtime. Okay. With that, good luck and good coding.